Yeah, I heard what Trina said. Hit that like button right now. Let's go. I appreciate that. Thanks for that reminder. You know what? Where's Trina? Where you at? I'll be forgetting to ask for engagement sometimes. So I appreciate that, Trina. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Shout out to everybody who came on time. Let me close this out. Let me take these off because that glare is crazy. I hope everybody had a good Monday. Today's been a very interesting day for me, but I'm here. I am here, and we're gonna get you guys some gems tonight. I'm not gonna preach to you guys. I'm gonna let that be known right now. I'm not gonna preach to you guys. I'm gonna meet you halfway on this stuff because I know we all want quick results. We all want quick results. I get that. And I'm going to teach you how to do this the right way, right? Fast fat loss is something that has its upsides for sure. We're going to talk about its upsides. We're going to talk about its downsides. But there's a strategy that I'm going to reveal to you guys that will help you get the best of both worlds, right? Get the upsides without the downsides of rapid weight loss. All right. Yeah. Slow and steady. Somebody let me know how many likes we are. How many likes do we have right now? Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up right now. I'm going to be stopping what I'm doing to take any super chat questions. So if you have a super chat question, put them in the chat, obviously, and then I will stop what I'm doing for super chats. I appreciate that support. All other questions will be at the end of the presentation. I'm going to do a Q&A at the end of the presentation. All right, we have 48 likes. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. Let's get those likes up. Let me know when we get to 70 likes. Let's get to at least 70 likes, guys. I worked hard on this. The least you can do is like the video. For real. My man says, I wish I would have watched this kind of video before I lost 90 pounds because now I have loose skin. Honestly, man, yeah, slowing down the weight loss process would probably help with loose skin, but I don't think it would have 100% prevented it. And I don't really know, to be honest. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. Thanks, Vince. I appreciate that. I never see you talk about PEDs. Do you take them? PED, performance enhancement drugs. No, I've never taken performance enhancement drugs in my life. Bricks, you got to visit OKC. Man, there's a few people telling me OKC is a sleeper spot. I definitely gonna pull up when I have a chance. Are you trying to work out? Is cardio the best? All right, we're gonna hold all the questions until the end. All right, so let me jump right into it right now. All right, so this is the question we're going to be answering today, right? Fast fat loss versus slow fat loss, the pros and the cons. There are definitely pros and cons. Now, again, I am not judging or preaching, or I am just as guilty as everyone else when it comes to wanting quick results. I am just as guilty. And just so you guys know, this information I'm going to be pulling from my Goal Body Blueprint program. My Goal Body Blueprint program is, how can I describe it, man? It's essentially every drop of information that you need in order to transform your body with peace. With peace. There are workout resources, there are nutrition resources, there are mindset resources. There are 3 videos in each module. There's 12 modules. Each video goes into depth. I mean, step by step. So if you guys want information about the Goal Body Blueprint, because you honestly don't have, if you plan to join the Goal Body Blueprint, you don't even need to watch this live, because this is just, I'm pulling one excerpt from the Goal Body Blueprint Cami is standing by right now for anyone interested in being a part of the Goal Body Blueprint program. I'm only opening this program during lives. This is not something that you can go to my website and purchase. There's going to be a link in the chat that Cami's going to put. If anyone has questions about Goal Body Blueprint, you can talk to Cami directly. She will answer all questions about Goal Body Blueprint. All right. I'm going to be mentioning that a few times during this live. So if anybody has questions, or if you want to join my Bricks Fitness Insiders, Bricks Fitness Insiders is my private community. If anybody follows me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm no longer active on Instagram. All of my interactions on social media is now done through Bricks Fitness Insiders. So if you want a community of people, if you want exercise resources, recipes, I do lives there. Go to bricksfitnessinsiders.com. And again, if you have questions about that, here's the link. Can we pin this link? I don't know. How do I pin this link? I don't think we could pin the link. Anyway, so the link for both are in the chat right now. Cami, just keep putting those in the chat. All right, without further ado, let's get into this information from tonight. So look, I'm going to jump right in. So the first pro for quick fat loss, obviously, is that you get quick results. Who doesn't love quick results, right? It's a confidence booster. Confidence is everything, right? So when you're getting that fast, and these are the reasons why we all want fast results, and I get that. It's exciting, it's motivating, it builds confidence, right? It also creates momentum. And this is very, very, very important. This is why I am a fan of putting your foot on the gas initially to build momentum, weight loss momentum. You have to get some sort of reward for the quote unquote sacrifices that you're making. I would love it if we changed what rewards were, right? Most of us, we look at the reward as seeing the number on the scale drop. And I get that 100%. But I would love it if we paid attention to some of the more non-scale rewards, the non-scale victories. If you learn to fall in love with the non-scale victories, that will help you sustain your effort. That will be a more sustainable fuel, right? The non-scale victories. And when I say non-scale victories, I'm talking about your skin improving, right? Your eyes are clearer, your energy levels up. You're feeling more confident, right? Your clothes are fitting different. None of this stuff shows up on the scale, people. None of this stuff shows up on the scale. So be mindful of that. The scale is one of the most temperamental ways to track your weight loss progress. There's so many factors. And if you watch any of my stuff, you guys know that this is something that I preach and this is something that I believe. Do not get caught up in that scale. If all of your motivation is tied up in this, put a 1 in the chat if you are emotionally controlled by the scale, because not everyone is. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me see how many people can relate to that. Put a 1 in the chat if you get on the scale and that number doesn't say, if that number doesn't make you happy, you instantly lose motivation and you instantly just don't want to exercise or you don't want to eat healthy. Put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to that. Put a 1. Yeah. And that's quite a few people, right? I love my man Liu Kang says he's never checks the scale. He looks in the mirror. That's an advanced way to think about it. That's an advanced way to try to monitor your weight loss, because the scale is just bad news, guys. The scale is just bad news. So be extra mindful of your relationship with the scale. I really want you to understand what goes into that number, and it's going to fluctuate, and you got to know how to use the scale. My advice to people who, if you're going to use the scale, my advice would be to same time every week maybe once a week, if that. But make sure it's first thing in the morning after you eliminate and on the same day every week. Or if you're going to weigh yourself every day, just understand, or if you plan to weigh yourself every day, look at the fluctuations and almost try to overexpose yourself to the fluctuations of the scale. That way it won't have as much emotional control over you. Right? If it goes up 2 pounds, if it goes down 3 pounds, so what? You know that this is just a process. So just be mindful and understand that that the scale is gonna do crazy things. So, but back to my point, you want to capitalize off that initial motivation, right? You want to build momentum, um, and you also want to build motivation, right? You get motivated by results. Again, results. Hopefully, we are starting to focus more on non-scale results. That is really where the value is. That is really where the value is, guys. When you the way your clothes are fitting. Yes, Shelton, good point. The way your clothes are fitting, how strong you feel in the gym, right? What's your energy like in the evening when normally you would have been crashing, right? What's your appetite like? Pay attention to these things. Like, these are the non-scale victories. Is your significant other looking at you with an extra little twinkle in their eye? That's a non-scale victory, right? And if you're a man, right, are your kids noticing what you're doing? Are they excited, right? If or if you're a woman, right? It goes both ways. So start paying attention to the things outside of the scale, the non-scale victories, because that helps you create momentum as well. All right. So, yes, there are pros. We all want it. We live in a microwave generation where we want instant results. The internet generation. And I've said this before, like, I feel like most people, their desire for quick results is what sabotages their weight loss journey every single time. So if you find it's okay to want it. I want to make $100 million. Is that going to happen fast? Probably not. I have to dedicate myself to the process. I have to take the steps. I have to become the version of myself who deserves $100 million, who earns $100 million, and who provides $100 million worth of value to the marketplace. I have to become that person. I'm not that person yet. That's why I don't have $100 million. So same with your body. The body that you want is owned by a version of you who deserves, who earned that dream body that you want, who has the right habits, who has the right friend groups, who has the right hobbies, who has the right relationship with food. That's the version of you that owns that body. So you have to become that. And that takes time. That takes time. Luke Kang, thanks for the $5 super chat, bro. What time of day do you wake up and what time do you train? So I wake up, it varies, to be honest. It varies. Lately I've been waking up pretty early, but let me just give you an average. My average wake up time is about 5:30 a.m. And I normally don't train until the afternoon because I like training right before I break. I break my fast at about 1, and I normally train about 4. So that's been my my schedule for a little while now. But I switched up, to be honest. Bro, question. I'm trying to get DJ. Thanks for the $2 super chat. I'm trying to get lot 17 to 18, like I guess 17 to 18 body fat. Help. So yeah, that's a caloric deficit. That's a caloric deficit. You create a caloric deficit, bro. I mean, it comes down to that. I mean, obviously it gets a little bit more complicated. Make sure you're getting enough protein, and your nutrition is the most important piece. You know, you create a caloric deficit by eating less calories or by burning more, right? So find the combination that works best for you, and be consistent. And be consistent. All right. Did I miss a super chat? I did. Cord, thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate that. Let me make sure I didn't miss any more. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. All right, so we talked about the advantages. We all know that there's advantages. But before I even get into the disadvantages, think about everything that happens fast in life. Fast money is never good. Fast women, fast men, fast lifestyles, never good. Fast, whatever, insert thing. Anything that happens instantly without you having to earn it usually doesn't stick around long, or it's just not good for you. And I want you guys to understand that. If you can just listen, the part about the weight loss process that brings you the most peace is patience. And I'll get into the details of that a little bit later in the broadcast. But if you can just settle in and say, listen, I want to give myself 2 years, 5 years, 3 years to reach my fitness goals. Do you know how much room you give yourself for grace and for kindness if you just settle in and say, listen, it'll be great if I could lose 2 pounds a month, 3 pounds a month. Because think about it. If you lose 3 pounds a month or 5 pounds a month, right? Let's just say 5 pounds a month over 3 years, right? Let's do the math real quick. 12, 24, 36. 36 times 5. What's that? I don't know. 100, over 100 pounds. 3 years. Most of us are in our 30s, 40s, maybe 20s. What is 3 years? It sounds. Listen, I heard this from somewhere. I forgot where it was. It says the days are long, but the years are short. Think about how fast the last 3 years of your life went. The time's gonna go, and if your approach of trying to go on these binge, these quick diets and making these unsustainable lifestyle changes, if they haven't worked and the time is still going, why not just try something else? Why not? Why not just try something else? You feel me? Why not? Why not just take your time? Thank you, Shelton, for the $5 super sticker, bro. Why not? Hold on. You asked the question, Court. Let me make sure I didn't miss. Oh, there you go. My bad, bro. Yeah, I did. I did answer that question. No, I don't take PEDs. I do not. I do not. I appreciate you asking that. I'm starting to, whenever people accuse me of, or ask me, I'm not saying you're accusing me, but whenever people accuse me of using steroids, I'm starting to take that as a compliment. I appreciate that. All right, guys. So the links, Kimmy's putting the links for the Bricks Fitness Insiders. Just click the link, get some more information. I have an inside community, a community of people who I interact with daily. I give you guys exercise resources, right? There's nutrition resources. There are recipes. There's a community aspect of the Bricks Fitness Insiders. It's held on Facebook. We encourage each other. We share our wins. We share our losses. If we have questions, if we have resources that we came across that we want to share, we do all of that together on the Bricks Fitness Insiders page. The link is in the chat right here. Bricks Fitness Insiders. Also, the information that I'm pulling from tonight comes from my Goal Body Blueprint program. If you want information about the Goal Body Blueprint program, Cammy is Cammy, put the Zoom link. Join Cammy on Zoom right now if you have any questions about the Go Body Blueprint program. She's answering questions live right now. So if you have any apprehensions, if you need clarity on anything about the program, this is an amazing program. Go ahead and click that link. She's going to put the link in right now. All right. I appreciate the super chat. DPB 79, $10 super chat. Great job. You're an inspiration. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. Here's the Zoom link. Anybody who has any questions about my coaching programs, Bricks Fitness Insiders, Go Body Blueprint, click the link. Cammy just put in the description. The link is right above you, Gene. And she's taking all questions right now. All right, so let's move on. One more super chat. How can I get into a healthier lifestyle as a trucker? Preparation is key, brother. I know I've trained some truckers who had refrigerators. You may just have to get a refrigerator, bro, and you have to prep your meals or order meals order pre-prep meals. I work with a company called Flex Pro. The best meal prep food I have ever tasted. That's the key. The key, because activity is easy. Because you don't have to work out. You can walk. You can do some body weight exercises at a truck stop. But I know the hardest part about that trucker lifestyle is food. So if you can figure that part out, the rest, it's about the nutrition, the health. Activity is easy. It's easy to just find somewhere to go for a walk, find somewhere to do some push-ups, some pull-ups, some dips, some squats, and run. That's not the hard part. The hard part is the nutrition. For sure. My man said, walk around that truck, bro. For sure. Shout out to my man Luke Kang. He's in CDL school right now. That's what's up, y'all. Get that money, y'all, and move those I guess products or whatever y'all moving across the country. Truckers are very underappreciated. Appreciate that. I appreciate y'all. All right, so let's get into the cons of fast fat loss. Because hold on. All right. So look, the thing about fast fat loss is honestly your body. It's not healthy for your body to experience such a shock, right? It's not healthy. I actually pulled some research on this. Hold on. Where is my notes? There we go. All right. So if you lose weight too fast, most likely it's because your caloric deficit is too big, which means you're under eating. And this causes all types of problems. You can be losing muscle. You can be doing metabolic damage, which essentially comes from losing muscle, right? You can develop nutrition deficiencies if you are under eating significantly. You're also bound to hit a weight loss wall if you are significantly under eating. I suggest your caloric deficit be no more than 500 calories, which means if you maintain your body weight at 3,000 calories, and again, this is why it's important to track your food. If you maintain your body weight at 3,000 calories, you should be eating no less than 2,500. If your BMR, right, the calories you eat to just maintain your weight, minus 500. And there's all sorts of calculators online. If you Google bodybuilding.com calculator, that's one of my personal favorites. If you Google if it fits your macros calorie calculator, those are really good resources to figure out what your caloric needs are. You have to figure out what your caloric needs are. All right. So that's the first con of fast fat loss. I know you guys don't want to hear this stuff. I'm pretty sure people are going to start dropping off. It's unhealthy for your body. It's also unhealthy for your mind. It's unhealthy for your mind because remember, your body. Hold on, let me change this. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Your body can change a lot faster than your mind can. And again, I mentioned to you guys, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. So you have to become a new version of yourself, a better version of yourself in order to get the body that you want. So if your body changes fast, your habits didn't change, your mindset didn't change, you're essentially the same person who built the old body, which means the old body is probably going to come back. Because right now you are suppressing being yourself, right? You're trying to force new habits by like sacrifice, right? Which is important. You have to sacrifice, but if you're doing it too drastically, if you're doing things that are not sustainable, it's not going to be sustainable. It's just not going to be sustainable. We want sustainable, healthy weight loss. Sustainable, healthy weight loss. Guys. Now, I'm going to give you guys a strategy. You can have both. You want to capitalize, like I mentioned, you want to capitalize off the momentum in the beginning. But you don't want to put your foot on the gas in the beginning of a weight loss. We all do this, right? Let me take this off the screen. I know y'all going to feel me. We start off, we're excited, right? We buy our chicken breasts and our brown rice. Let me know if you guys can relate to this. We buy our chicken breasts, we meal prep, we sign up for the gym, we go to the gym. We're like, this time I'm gonna do it. I'm sticking to it this time. This time is different. It feels different. Your brain tells you this time that it's different, right? Every time. And what happens? You sacrifice, you stay away from sugar, you stay away from fried foods, you try to cut up bread, you try to do so much to lose the weight. You lose a few pounds, first few weeks, you start feeling weak. Listen, and I'm speaking from experience. You start feeling weak. You start the excitement starts to wear off. And then all of a sudden you're back. You're back to your old self. You're back to, because you didn't pace yourself. Pace is such an important thing with weight loss, guys. You have to pace yourself. You have to pace yourself. Let me know in the comment section if let me ask you, what is the rush? Why do you want fast results? Put it in the comments section right now. I really just want to read off your logic. Like, why is it important to you to lose weight fast? And this is no way a judgment. I'm not judging anyone. I am in the same boat. But I really want to know why you guys are. While I take care, while I read off Mr. David King's 260, his super chat. Put it in the comment section. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. He said, "I'm a trucker, and 3 years ago I applied your IF strategies with exercise and diet, and went from 351 to 200 pounds in 3 years. Thanks, Bricks, for inspiring me to become a higher version of myself." Wow, brother. Salute. And my man did it in 3 years, which is a great pace. 3 years. He took his time. He intermittent fasted. I'm pretty sure he had to do some experimenting before he figured out what works for him. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, David. It wasn't like I got it. Nope. He figured it out. And he took his time. 3 years, lost 150 pounds. Salute, David. I'm glad to have had anything to do with that. I'm honored, but that is all you. That is all you. You did that. Salute, King. For sure. For sure. BJ said, I'm just tired of being fat. So the faster it goes, the sooner I can get back to being me. And I feel that, man. I feel that. I feel that. And I get it. And if in a perfect world, it would work out that way. And for some people it does. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say some people don't rush, get the weight off, keep it off. But that is a very, very small percentage of people. Very small percentage of people are actually able to like rush the weight loss process and then be able to sustain their weight. Most people, because it's easy to lose weight. We can lose weight fast. I'm pretty sure most of us have done it. We can lose weight fast. But the problem is keeping it off. And it's so bad for your body to go up and down. And I did this yo-yoing for years. I would lose 40 pounds, gain 60. I would lose 60 pounds, I would gain 80. Like it was just this yo-yo, and my body was just like, bro, what are you doing to me? What are you doing? DJ Aguero, $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. He said he wants to look leaner and look good. That's why. I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. But patience is a virtue, brother. Patience is a virtue. Truly. Being obese has put a pause in my lifestyle. I want to have a wonderful life. You can have a wonderful life while pacing yourself. You can. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. If you are really focusing on the beauty of the process, and I know this doesn't sound sexy, but I'm telling you guys, this is the key. If you can just really enjoy the process and be kind to yourself and understand that you are trying to break a spell. You are trying to break a spell. It takes time. You are trying to essentially recondition your mind and your body to live a totally different way than you have lived practically your entire life. That doesn't happen fast. That just doesn't happen fast. How can I get girls the way that I am? You know what girls like? They like confidence, bro. You can decide to work on your confidence. Confidence is something that you can build. You can build confidence. I know plenty. Listen, I was an overweight dude. I didn't have a problem getting women. I used to know how to fake my confidence. I was confident, but I was still insecure. That's a long story, right? But it's more about your energy. It's more about the way you present yourself. And if you're in process, as we all are, a real woman, she's gonna see your effort and she's gonna appreciate that. Luke Kang, $5 super chat. Thanks, bro. Just some motivation for the young men in the chat. After a year of consistent workouts and eating healthy, I've been approached by females 4 times. My man. And that's got to feel good, man. I remember when I started getting those eyes in the gym. That felt good, bro. It was very motivating. I'm not even going to lie. It was definitely motivating. Thanks for sharing that gem, Luke Kang. Love the content and the positivity. Have a cup of coffee on me. My man. I appreciate that, man. Mr. Smith with the $5 super chat. I can feel that I was confident, but still insecure. Yeah, nah, for real. I was confident, but I still had insecurities. But see, I think we all have insecurities. No matter who you are, you can be the most confident person. It's very human of us to have insecurities. We all have insecurities. Mr. Dagger Status, I appreciate that, brother. We all have them. There's nothing we could do about that. It's just a part of the human condition. But if you're overweight, I'm telling you, I've done interviews with women, like just like on the street. I'm gonna release that soon. They would prefer a confident overweight guy over a fit guy who isn't confident, who doesn't present himself well, who doesn't, make them feel safe. That's essentially what it is. Women want to feel safe, bro. They want to feel that you know what you're doing with your life. That's it. They don't really care that much about what you look like. Trust me. I was fat as hell, knocking down some tings, bro. And it's because, I had that pizzazz, bro. You just gotta present yourself well. That's all. Living in fear of dying. I want to get out of the danger zone fast. I feel that. I feel that. And if you've experienced success with weight loss, trying to rush it and then end up gaining it back, then you know exactly why my message is what it is. You in a perfect world it'll happen fast, but that's not the world we live in. Smash the like button. That's right, Vince. Let them know. Smash that like button. I appreciate that. Confidence and mindset. All right, let's talk a little bit about that, man. That's a good point, right? When I think about fat bricks, I don't even want to talk about dude's mindset, man. He was a goon. This dude was a goon. He My old friends get mad at me the way I talk about fat bricks. But you can, all right, let's say all right, if you're overweight right now, right? Let's talk a little bit about, I don't even want to talk about dating, guys. I'll skip that. Thanks for the super chat, KM promo. I'm not going to get into the whole dating while being overweight. You shouldn't even be dating. If you're trying to lose weight, don't worry about women right now. How about that? Just don't worry about women. Do not just they're a distraction. You're going to change so much. What you like is going to change so much. Who you are, how you present to the world is going to change so much once you lose weight, that your entire approach to dating is going to be different once you lose weight. So the worst thing you could do is end up in a relationship before you lose the weight with someone that you would not have chose after you lost the weight. That's real. That's just real. But so I appreciate that. Fabrics he was an interesting dude, man. I think most overweight and obese people automatically think it's the weight that repels people. It's you devaluing yourself that is more repellent. Woo! Let the church say amen. That is a fact. That is a fact. Because when you're overweight and you carry yourself like, oh my God, I'm the fat guy, it's that energy that you're emanating of a lack of self-worth that makes people, like you said, like that repels you. So decide to know your value, right? I don't care if you need to do affirmations. This is what I did. Listen, affirmations, if you need to do things to build your confidence, do things to build your confidence, gain wins in life, right? In other areas, while you're trying to get your weight together, keep promises to yourself, set goals that you will reach. That way you slowly start building your confidence. You lose confidence every time you go on a weight loss journey and you fail and you quit. You lose confidence in yourself because essentially you setting off on a weight loss journey is a promise that you make to yourself. And if you can't keep a promise to yourself, you lose trust for yourself. We always talk about having trust for other people, but what about yourself? Most of us don't trust ourselves because we can't keep our word to ourselves. It's important. It's important, guys. Thank Tosh. That was a jewel right there. That was a jewel. Self-love is the best love. That's a fact. All right, so let's talk about that. He said his biggest issue is the consistency with working out. The working out part is the easy part. So, are you doing too much? Are you over committing? Are you comparing yourself? Because exercise is as easy as going outside and walking. I think walking is the most underrated weight loss tool there is. Just walk, bro. Start off there. Start off doing something that you can find consistency with. And then you add things later. Set a goal that you can commit to. If you're having issues being consistent, trying to get to the gym 3, 4 times, 5 times a week, lifting weights and doing cardio and all that, then scale it back. Say, okay, that was too much. I couldn't commit to that. This time, I'm going to commit to 3 30-minute walks per week. You get those 3 30-minute walks in, and then you celebrate. Say, yo, look, I set a goal to walk 30 minutes 3 times this week, and I did that shit. Pat yourself on the back, and then do it again next week. And then slowly build on that. Once it's a part of you to walk 3 times a week for 30 minutes, and this is just an example, right? I'm just throwing random thoughts and numbers out there, right? As far as the amount of times. But once it becomes a routine, then you can add another walk, or you can add 1 weight training session, right? You can take out 1 walk and say, hey, all right, I mastered this 3 walks a week thing. Now I'm going to do 2 walks, and I'm going to add 1 full body weight training session in there. And I'm going to do that for a month. And that's it. I'm going to gain that win every week. I'm going to set that goal at the beginning of the week. At the end of the week, I'm going to reach the goal, and I'm going to celebrate that. Like, boom, I've reached my goal, and I'm going to do it again next week. You do that until you master that, right? You master 2 walks and 1 weight training session. You do that for a month. And then the next month or the month after that, you add another weight training session. Now you're doing 2 walks a week and 2 weight training sessions. You just build slowly. You build slowly. If you can't find, if whatever you're trying doesn't yield the consistency, dial it back. Ask less of yourself. Honestly, you want to be focusing more on the nutrition anyway. Guys, getting in the community is important. I'm letting you guys know right now. Cammy, put the link to the Bricks Fitness Insiders. I need you guys to be a part of this energy regularly. This is the energy in the Bricks Fitness Insiders. This is the people in the Bricks Fitness Insiders. We have these conversations all the time. We share these wins and the losses and what we're feeling and what we're struggling with, and we have conversations as a group. Community is so important. Here's the link right here, Bricks Fitness Insiders. I'm going to get to that super chat. I appreciate you. I'm going to get to that in a second. I would love for you guys to join the Bricks Fitness Insiders. I'm looking for dedicated people who are about community, who are about sharing their wins, sharing their losses, like really being vulnerable. Listen, this keeping all of your struggles to yourself shit is played out. It's played out. We are all in this together. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot do it by yourself. Click the link, join the Bricks Fitness Insiders. If you have questions about anything, if you have questions about the Bricks Fitness Insiders, if you have questions about coaching, if you want to order a t-shirt, if you need to speak to somebody right now directly, Cammy, put the Zoom link back in the chat right now, Cammy. Put the Zoom link back in the chat. Cammy is on Zoom right now. She's on Zoom right now, answering all questions. You can't do this by yourself, guys. You don't have to do this by yourself. And I have several options for support. If you need one-on-one coaching, I have one-on-one coaching slots available right now. If you need a more self-serve, all you need is the information and the structure, then the Go Body Blueprint is your deal. If you need a little bit more affordable, but you need community, then Bricks Fitness Insiders is your deal. All right. Take advantage of this stuff. All right. K-Slick Entertainment. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Choose your hard. You know how hard it is on your life being overweight. Why not choose to try to do something different? Thanks, Bricks and Cammy. For sure. Choose your heart. It's hard to be fat. It's hard to lose weight. Which one you want to choose? Life is hard when you're not in shape. Life sucked when I was overweight. I don't miss that shit. I don't miss it. I do not miss it at all. Monica, what's up, girl? You have to crawl before you walk. Yes, one day at a time, one foot in front of the other. And that sounds like the most simplistic advice, right? But this is wisdom, guys. You take it one day at a time. You take it one day at a time. If you misstep, if you find yourself off course, if you quote unquote mess up, okay, reflect. What happened there? How can I learn from this? And then you release it. Release that shit. Release it. And just keep going. Just keep going, guys. Just keep going. Feels bad when you work so hard at the gym with weight training, but you can't see the results because of all of your hidden fat, hidden under your fat. Yeah, I can relate to that. But that's why you got to be consistent. And yeah, listen, think about how great it's going to feel to have that body. To have the body that you are working towards. Just really, like, you have to visualize it. But if that was given to you, right? We don't like the struggle, but that's what makes it sweet. Listen, when I look at myself in the mirror and I think about all of those gym sessions over the years, all the times I had to sacrifice, all the times I had to tell my friends, no, I don't want to go to the bar and drink, all the times I had to drive past the Krispy Kreme with the light on. That's what really makes me appreciate this bod right now, because of the sacrifice, all the hard work that I put in, and everything that I did on a daily basis to separate myself from everybody else who are not willing to do the work. That's what makes your body, that's what makes achieving these goals special. You want to miss out on that? You don't want to miss out on that. That's the goal right there. The process, the work. That's where you earn the value for that body. Listen, Kyle, if you could wave a magic wand right now and have the body of your dreams, you would not appreciate that shit. You would not appreciate it, bro. You would take it for granted. You would abuse it, and eventually you'd be right back where you started before you waved that wand. And these are just facts. Because what happens during the process, that's when you become that higher version of yourself. That's when you become the person who earns the body and keeps the body. So remember that. Remember that. Thoughts, weight training and no cardio. It's good. Huh? Yeah, it doesn't matter, man. It depends on how many calories you're eating. You don't have to do cardio. If you're in a caloric deficit and you're doing weight training, you will lose body fat. Cardio is just another way to add to your caloric deficit. All right? That's it. It's not a requirement. You don't have to do cardio. You don't have to do weights. You just have to move. You have to move, or you don't have to move. You just have to eat less calories. It's up to you. It depends on what your goal is. Depend on, what you're trying to achieve with your body. It depends. All right, I had some more stuff prepared, man. We went off we end up in a rabbit hole over here. All right, so steady fat loss, right? Let's talk a little bit about steady fat loss. It's healthier for your mind. Again, right? And I mentioned this earlier in the stream. When you give yourself 2 years to reach your goal, that just gives you so much space. It gives you so much space for grace, for kindness to yourself. It gives you room to mess up and to learn, right? It gives you space. If you say, hey, I want to lose 2, 3 pounds a month, that's not overwhelming. It doesn't make you anxious. You don't have to turn your whole life upside down in order to achieve that, right? You don't. You can slowly start changing things, slowly. And that is what makes it sustainable. It's healthier for your body. I'm pretty sure if I didn't lose weight as fast, I wouldn't have as much loose skin. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure my metabolism wouldn't have suffered the way that it did. My metabolism suffered. I got to a point where I was eating 1,500 calories, 1,600 calories because that's what I thought I had to do in order to lose weight. And that was bad for my body. There were times where I was feeling weak because my caloric deficit was too big. I was eating way too little. I was feeling weak. I wasn't sleeping well. I did all types of hacks trying to speed up anything you do to try to speed up the fat loss process. I've learned ultimately ends up setting you back in the long run. I'm gonna say that again. Anything you do to try to speed up the fat loss process. Let me speak for myself. Anything I've ever done to try to speed up the fat loss process only ended up setting me back in the long run. Listen, guys, get accountability. Find a way to build accountability in your life. Get a community. The Bricks Fitness Insiders is an amazing community, and there are people in there who are kicking ass, who are consistent, who are sharing like tips that I never even thought of. Join the community, guys. I want to get to know you. I want to be a part of your journey. And everyone in the Bricks Fitness Insiders, I look at every one of their posts. I know their wins. I know their struggles. I know their strengths. This is my community. And I'm no longer on Instagram. Not me personally. So this is my way to interact with people. I want to interact with the people who I know are making investments into themselves and who are like-minded, who are here to make change. They're not here to just consume content. I'm not here to just make content to look at myself on the screen. No, I'm here because I want to help people make changes in their lives and in their bodies. So if you are ready to make that change, here's the link right here. Here's one way. Join the Bricks Fitness Insiders or the Go Body Blueprint program. If you want a more self-serve, everything you need laid out step-by-step process. And I teach the mindset stuff in that program because that's really the sauce. That's really the kung fu, the mindset. If you can dial, because weight loss is 90% mental. I think everything in life, anything you're trying to achieve is mental. If you learn how to master your mind, you're unstoppable. There's nothing you can't create. There's nothing you can't create. You have to understand the nature of your own mind. And you have to learn how to make peace with that joint. And don't let it control you the way it's been controlling you. You're not your thoughts. Your thoughts were freaking programmed into you. You got to learn how to get to the truth of who you are and which one of those thoughts are you and which one are not. And all the negativity and all the doubt and all the fear, that shit is a lie, bro. It's not you. That's not you. It's all about the mindset. It's all about the mindset. It's all about the mindset. What's your current mindset? How do you let yourself talk to yourself in your head? You let yourself talk crazy to you. Would you let somebody else talk to you the way that you talk to yourself in your head? I know I wouldn't. I smack the shit out of them. But I've learned to control that. I've learned to control it. Once you have that mindset down, you straight up. It's everything. And the thing is, guys, the mind is so moldable. Your mind, I don't care how old you are. You can, if you make a decision, you can change the way you think. You can change your attitude about life. It is all moldable. Our brains are plastic. We could change. You just got to have the tools and you just have to do the work. And it's not anything, it's just a little bit of work every day, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, a little bit. You don't got to become a monk. No. But you just got to, you have to dedicate yourself to a few very important daily disciplines that over time, right? You invest these 10 minutes here, 15 minutes every day. Over time, you transform. You transform your mind. Let me move this off the screen. You transform your mind. How the heck? Anyway, you have to transform your mind, guys. Let me back up. You have to transform your mind. You want to transform your body, you got to transform your mind. And I can teach you how to do it. There's a formula. There's a formula. But I can give you all the information. And that's the thing. Don't sign up for the blueprint, because the Goal Body Blueprint teaches you everything you need to know about how to change your mindset and how to change your relationship with food and how to form an exercise habit. Everything you need to know. But do not sign up for the program if you're just going to take the information and don't do anything with it. I cannot tell you you're going to get results. I'm giving you the blueprint. You still have to follow it. And that's why I don't take credit for people's success. They have to do the work still. You still have to do the work. You still have to do the work, guys. You still have to do the work. Miss R, she says, my mindset is why I'm still fat, so undisciplined when it comes to nutrition. It's tough. But the first thing you need to do is to change that narrative. I admire your ability to be honest with yourself, but now it's time to say, hey, my mindset is changing, right? You're becoming a new person right now. Speak that shit to yourself, Miss R. Speak it to yourself. I am changing. I am in process of transforming my mind. My mind is going to eventually give me the body that I want. Start affirming that. Write that shit on your mirror in the bathroom. Stop telling yourself your mindset is why you're fat. Start changing it. It's a decision, y'all. It starts with it's a decision. Make a decision. That's it. Make a decision. Jashawn Harris, thanks for the $10 super chat, bro. And also, thank you for buying the Transform Your Mind shirt. He said he did a video in it. Permission to react to some of your videos. Oh, of course, please do. I had my colon removed due to IBD, and I need one-on-one mindset coaching. Yeah, hit me up, man. And also, send me the link. Send me a link to the video that you filmed with the shirt, man. I'd love to check that out. Thank you for the $10 super chat, bro. And I definitely have coaching slots available right now. So if you wanna work with me one-on-one, bro, I'd love that. I'd love to talk to you. Let's do it. What's up, Cameo? The body and the life you want is yours. That's right. It's yours. You got to earn it, though. So here's the thing about motivation. That shit's going to come and go. Motivation is going to come and go. I'm not always motivated, guys. I honestly I'm unmotivated more than I am motivated, because that's the beauty of habits. Like, you don't have to have motivations to brush your teeth, right? So if you have the habit of making healthy eating choices. And it's not going to always happen. I ate shitty all weekend. I have weekends like that. It's not going to happen all the time, but it's a habit, right? And when you have a habit formed, it doesn't take motivation. The heck is that? Uh, I hear the siren going off. Don't know where the hell it is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, nah. Motivation is just it's dirty fuel, man. It's unreliable fuel. Let me say that. It's unreliable fuel. All right, when you talk about your metabolism being messed up, I can totally relate. I lost about 90 pounds naturally, but I did it by crash dieting and doing extensive cardio. I started weightlifting a little later. Yes. And that's the beauty of weightlifting. It's very good for your metabolism. It creates, when you build muscle or when you maintain muscle during the weight loss process, it helps create that fat burning inferno. For sure. Thanks for sharing that. Good looking out, brother. We treat our cars better than we treat our bodies. That's true, man. We only get one of these. We only get one. Focus on discipline, not motivation. Bricks taught he was in Brownsville when he heard that. Bricks taught he was in Brown. Yeah, nah, but that ass. That's good advice. Focus on discipline, not on motivation. Because the thing about discipline, motivation, you do things when you're motivated, right? When you feel like doing them. But with discipline, when something is a discipline, you do it whether you feel like doing it or not. And and I say this all the time, if you just did the things that you felt like doing, your life would be a wreck. There's so much value in doing things that you don't feel like doing, doing things that you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing them. There's so much value in that. And you have to make that a habit. You have to make it a habit to push against when your mind is trying to convince you not to do something that you know you need to do. You got to make it a habit to push against that. You can't just let that, you can't let your mind talk you out of doing things that serve you. That's what you call self-sabotage. That's what you call self-sabotage. And we all do it. But the better you get at those moments, right? That moment where you have this intention to do something that you know you need to do, and your mind is trying to give you all of these brilliant excuses not to do it, you have to develop that habit of winning that battle. Sometimes you're going to win it, sometimes you're not. But the better you get at winning that battle, I'm telling you, the better your life is going to be, the better your body is going to be, the better your relationship is going to be. Discipline. Oh man, I don't think there's a higher form of self-love than discipline. I love myself. That's why I am disciplined. I love my body. That's why I treat it well. Not because I hate it. I don't do a bunch of cardio and eat healthy foods because I hated my body. It's because I love my body. It's my temple. I only get one of these joints. The hardest part for me wasn't even losing the weight, it's keeping it off. And I was super motivated at first. It's definitely a lifestyle change physically and mentally. And that's why it's important to form habits, right? If you become the person that earns the body, then you keep the body. But if you get the body before you become the person that earns the body, then you don't keep the body. You feel me? And then you don't keep the body. It all starts from within. And I'm gonna start taking. I go into depth in the Goal Body Blueprint about this stuff. I'm gonna start making more videos talking about mindset, talking about spirituality, talking about the non-physical aspects of the weight loss journey, because it's only but so much we can do with motivation and diet and exercise. You have essentially, most people who are watching this They're trying to become higher versions of themselves. And that's a spiritual journey. Weight loss for me was a spiritual journey. And I don't mean that in a religious sense. This thing is more than diet and exercise. You got to understand that. Diet and exercise is just the beginning of it. It's just the beginning of it. Many people have deeper issues and may need counseling. Also, a higher belief helps too. 100%. Taj with the gems all night. I had to go to counseling. I had to hire a therapist to work through some of my inner issues, which lended themselves to the reason why I had the relationship with food that I had, because I was emotionally eating. I was trying to fill voids, emotional voids, with food. So we got to look deeper, guys. It's not just you're trying to put a band-aid, right? Trying to change your diet, right? Or going on a diet or restricting yourself without understanding why you have the relationship with food that you have in the first place. That's not going to really take you far. Like, let's heal. Let's heal this. Let's attack this stuff from the root. Let's understand why you have the relationship with food that you have, why you eat that way. Why? There's so many reasons it could be. And trying to go on a diet isn't going to fix that. Like, have some honest conversation with yourself. Like, really do some serious reflecting. What is it? Are you stressed? Are you depressed? Are you anxious? Is it conditioning? Is it, you're bored? Is it like, what is it? Are you do you have access to too many foods that destroy your health? Is it something that you were taught by your parents? Like, really, really, really take an assessment of this stuff. Anyone can tell you what to do and how to do it, but if you do not want it for yourself, you will always fail. That's a fact. There were several times I was trying to lose weight for other people. That should never worked. It never worked. It never worked. Who do you follow? Who inspires you? I honestly didn't watch YouTube while I was losing weight. I didn't understand anything about the YouTube culture until became a creator on the platform. But right now, guys like Christian Guzman inspires me. I love what he's doing with his brand. Yeah, in the fitness space, there's not many guys, man. Chris Jones is a good friend of mine. I definitely have learned a lot from Chris. Yeah, besides that, no one really comes to mind in the fitness space. I am on a journey and I'm discovering that the real power is in the process. Had to give that man a round of applause. It's in the process. In that process, you're going to learn things about yourself. If you commit yourself to the process and you go into the process with a understanding or with an open mind, and you surrender and you understand that the mindset is an important piece, and you understand that I got to change my habits, I got to change my routines, I may have to change the people I hang out with, I may have to change what I keep in my pantry, I may have to change. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to change. And that's just these are just the facts. These are just the facts. And you got to be willing to surrender to that process and allow it to mold you. You have to allow the process to mold you. And you can't fight against it. And what that means is not when it gets tough and you find yourself off. Listen, kindness is one of the most important ingredients in this process. Kindness and patience. Kindness and patience. the two most important ingredients in the process. Grace. Give yourself grace. You have to love on yourself through this process in a way that you probably have never loved yourself before. Trust me, guys. This is so much deeper than diet and exercise. And the quicker you can understand that, the quicker you'll free yourself from the pressure that you put on yourself, and the quicker you'll be able to surrender yourself to the process. Truly. All right, guys. I'm about to hop off. Bricks Fitness Insiders. Cammy, put the links back in the chat. I would love for you guys to join the Bricks Fitness Insiders. If you want access to the information that I'm talking about with the mindset stuff, the nutrition stuff, the exercise resources, join the Go Body Blueprint program. It's a self-ran program. I break everything down step by step. It's a lot of content. There's homework. You're gonna be journaling your ass off. You're gonna be doing quizzes, but you got to learn this stuff. Because here's what I learned, and this is the last thing, right? I want to share this. Hold on, Taj. Thank you. This is helping so many people. Thank you, Taj. You've been bringing some jewels to the table tonight, man. I appreciate that. A big part. Hold on. Let me share this one thing before I sign off, guys. I came across this today. It said, every addiction, and let's start looking at. Not everyone is addicted to food, but most of us are. I at one point was addicted to food. It says every addiction has similarities, right? There's psychological parts of addiction, and those are the parts that are easy to overcome. And you overcome the psychological parts of addiction with education. You gotta know better. If you can understand on a cognitive level why you are struggling to change, insert whatever you're trying to change. If you can understand that, if you can understand what sugar addiction does to your brain, right? If you can understand the inner workings of it and how it affects your nervous system and how it affects your hormones and this, that, and the third, right? If you can understand that, it's going to help you a lot in becoming a better decision maker because you're now informed. So education, having access to the information, erasing your ignorance is like, it will take you from here in the process. It'll skip steps just by having access to the information, just by erasing your ignorance. So the link is in the chat. I'm going to leave this up for a few seconds. I'm probably going to jump off the live. If you have any questions, Cammy, are you still doing the Zoom? Put the Zoom link in there. Thank you, George. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Hopefully, this was helpful. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you, Liu Kang, for the super chats, for the jewels, for the energy that you bring to the chat. I really, really appreciate everyone who contributes to this, guys. All right, every Monday and Wednesday. So the next live will be Wednesday. I'm doing this every Monday and Wednesday. Maurice, you have a blessed night as well, my dude. All right, y'all, I'm out.